A dog is not just an animal. In the symbolic language of the soul, a dog is a living mirror of your inner nature, your character, your emotional energy, and the way you instinctively move through the world. Long before logic appears, long before words form, symbols speak directly to the unconscious. And among these symbols, the image of a dog is one of the most ancient and powerful. Every breed carries its own archetype, a history, a temperament, a specific emotional frequency. And the dog that draws your attention first is never chosen by accident. It doesn't matter which one you like more logically. What matters is which one pulls you in immediately, without thought, without comparison, without reasoning. That first reaction is the voice of your intuition, the part of you that sees truth faster than the mind ever could. In this test, you will encounter 4 dogs. Each of them is completely different in energy, emotional vibration, and inner meaning. One of them reflects freedom and movement. One carries warmth, gentleness, and healing. One embodies strength, protection, and responsibility. And one holds the power of shadow, control, and deep inner authority. Take a moment. Breathe. Let your attention soften. Don't analyze. Don't overthink. Just feel. Which dog responds to you instantly? Which image creates a subtle pull in your chest, your stomach, your intuition? Ready? Then choose the dog that calls to you and discover the energy you are carrying within yourself right now. If your attention was drawn first to the golden retriever, warm, gentle, almost glowing from within, this choice speaks volumes about the subtle nature of your inner world. This choice is never random. The golden retriever is the archetype of light, kindness, and emotional warmth. But not the fragile kind of kindness. Not weakness. Not naivete. This is a quiet, resilient strength, the kind that doesn't need to dominate, prove, or compete. If this image resonated with you, it means that inside you lives a rare form of power, the ability to love, to care, to accept, and to heal, simply by being present. People drawn to the golden retriever often carry an exceptionally deep emotional heart. You feel more than most. You notice nuances others miss. You sense shifts in mood, tone, and energy without needing words. You are often the one others lean on. The calm presence. The safe space. The person people come to when they need reassurance, grounding, or understanding. And even when you are tired, you still give. This isn't accidental. This is a quality of your soul. The golden retriever symbolizes unconditional goodness, not blind trust, not people-pleasing, but the ability to see the good in others even when they struggle to see it themselves. Your energy creates emotional breathing room. Around you, people feel less judged, less tense, more themselves. Your light is not loud. It doesn't blind, it warms. But every archetype has its shadow. With this gift often comes a tendency to forget yourself, to put others' emotions ahead of your own, to stay silent to avoid conflict, to carry more than your share because you don't want anyone else to hurt. You may have grown used to being the strong one emotionally, the listener, the supporter, the healer, without ever asking who is holding you. And if you're honest, there may be a quiet exhaustion there. This choice is a message. Your soul is asking for the same gentleness you so freely give to others. Not later. Not when things calm down. Now. The golden retriever also appears when your energy is moving toward restoration and balance. You may have recently experienced emotional heaviness, a breakup, a loss, disappointment, burnout, or a long period of uncertainty. And yet, despite everything, you are still capable of warmth. That is your true strength. You value sincerity over performance, depth over games, honesty over manipulation. You long for relationships where you can exhale, where you are accepted without conditions, where you don't have to earn safety. The golden retriever also symbolizes emotional reliability. If you chose this dog, you are loyal, consistent, and deeply devoted. You don't leave at the first difficulty. You stay. You support. You love deeply, sometimes even when it costs you. And right now, your choice carries a promise. You are entering a phase where your softness becomes your power, where connections that drain you begin to fall away, where relationships built on sincerity, warmth, and mutual care begin to form. Your empathy, once a burden, becomes a resource. Your sensitivity becomes wisdom. Your presence becomes healing, not just for others, but for yourself. The golden retriever brings light into a home, and that light lives in you. But it's time to let some of it turn inward. If your attention stopped first on the husky, this was not coincidence. This choice is the voice of your deeper nature, the part of you that cannot tolerate confinement, even if on the surface you appear calm, responsible, or well-adapted. The husky represents the archetype of the free spirit, the traveler, the one whose soul is always listening for the call of the horizon. The husky carries the energy of wide landscapes, cold air, wind, and endless paths. This is a dog born for movement. It cannot live without direction, without momentum, without the sense that somewhere ahead there is a road still waiting to be walked. If this image resonated with you, it means that inside you lives the spirit of the path. Perhaps lately you've felt restless, not dramatically unhappy, just quietly dissatisfied, as if life has become too narrow, too repetitive, too predictable. You may be functioning well on the outside while something inside whispers, "There must be more than this." And the husky appears when the soul needs space. But this is not chaotic energy. The husky is intelligent, independent, and deeply intuitive. It knows how to find direction even when no clear map exists. And that says something important about where you are right now. External rules, expectations, or old plans may no longer work for you. Logic alone feels insufficient. Instead, your inner sense of direction is becoming stronger. You feel where you need to go, even if you can't fully explain it yet. This is the beginning of real change. The husky also holds a powerful inner fire. People often mistake it for coldness because of its northern origins. But beneath that surface lives intense drive and resilience. The fire is simply pointed forward, not outward. If you chose this dog, you carry enormous endurance, emotional, psychological, and energetic. You can keep moving when others stop. You can hold steady in difficult conditions. And because of this, others often rely on you more than you realize. You've learned how to be strong, how to carry weight, how to keep going. But now a different question is rising inside you. Where is my freedom? Where is my path? You may be tired of living primarily for obligations, expectations, or roles. Your soul wants lightness, motion, fresh air, experience, truth, not escape, but authenticity. The husky also symbolizes quiet rebellion, not loud, not destructive, but unmistakably alive. Some rules no longer make sense to you. Some roles feel outdated, Some relationships feel suffocating. Even if you remain outwardly composed, inside you something is shifting. An energy of movement is gathering. You are approaching a turning point. The husky does not follow paths out of habit. It follows energy. It senses where life is real and where it has gone stagnant. And if this image is yours, then so do you. You are sensitive to atmosphere. You feel when a space is empty. You recognize sincerity and falsehood almost instantly. Your intuition is sharpening. This choice signals that you are entering a phase of motion, reorientation, and renewal. You are ready to leave stagnation behind, not impulsively, but honestly. Something within you is ready to step beyond limitation. The essence of this archetype is simple and powerful. You are a person of the road, of inner freedom, of strength that comes from depth, not control. The husky is your symbol of movement, truth, and soulful independence. If your attention was drawn first to the German Shepherd, this choice reveals a powerful inner structure working quietly within you. This is not the energy of impulse. It is the energy of maturity. The German Shepherd is not merely a symbol of protection. It is the archetype of inner order, responsibility, and emotional steadiness. It appears in moments when the soul seeks stability not through rigidity, but through alignment. People who resonate with this image often carry a deep, silent strength, not always visible, not always acknowledged, but unmistakably present. You may feel as though you are simply holding on, doing what needs to be done, staying composed while others unravel. But beneath that, there is something more refined: inner nobility. The German Shepherd is built for service, discipline, and trust. It senses boundaries instinctively and responds to chaos with calm focus. And if this dog called to you, it reflects the same quality within you. You are someone who can stay grounded when situations become unstable. You can organize yourself even when emotions surge. You can think clearly when others lose direction. This doesn't mean you don't feel deeply. It means you know how to contain your feelings rather than be ruled by them. If this is your choice, your soul may be craving clarity right now, not harsh control, but internal alignment. Perhaps life has felt uncertain, fragmented, or overloaded with unresolved responsibility. Perhaps you've been carrying weight that was never fully yours. The German Shepherd appears when the psyche wants firm ground beneath its feet. This archetype also points to a heightened intuition around people. German Shepherds are known for reading intention before words are spoken. And so are you. You sense dishonesty early. You feel when something is off, in tone, posture, silence. You rarely misjudge character, but you may give people more chances than they deserve. This choice suggests a phase of restoring emotional, psychological, and even physical safety. You may have lived through periods where you couldn't fully relax, where boundaries were crossed or trust was strained. Now, your inner system wants recalibration. You are learning where you are truly responsible and where you are not. There is also a protector within you. You defend those you love, often quietly, through actions rather than words, through presence rather than display. But with this strength comes a subtle warning. You may take on too much. You may feel that if you don't hold things together, everything will fall apart. You may equate worth with responsibility. The German Shepherd reminds you that leadership does not require constant vigilance. Even guardians need rest. Even protectors deserve protection. This archetype also reveals natural leadership, not through force but through calm authority. People respect you, often without saying it. Your presence creates structure. You stabilize environments simply by being there. And yet, a message emerges. It is time to allow yourself to soften, not weaken, to be supported, not relinquish strength. This choice marks the beginning of inner stabilization. You are redefining boundaries, stepping away from dynamics that drain you, and creating systems, emotional and practical, that bring order rather than chaos. The German Shepherd's power is quiet, steady, unshakable, and so is yours. If the first image that pulled your attention was the black doberman, this reveals one of the strongest and rarest inner energies. This is not a casual choice. It is the mark of depth. The doberman is not merely a symbol of strength. It represents mastery over oneself, over impulses, over chaos. It is the archetype of the conscious shadow, not destructive, not unconscious, but integrated and refined. People who resonate with this image have usually lived through intensity. You have endured more than you openly acknowledge. You have learned how to hold yourself together when no one else could. Your strength was forged privately, through discipline, silence, and endurance. Others may see you as composed, controlled, confident. They may not see the story beneath that surface. The black doberman reflects a person who feels deeply, but does not collapse under emotion. You don't suppress, you direct. Your energy is focused, sharp, and intentional. This quality often develops after difficult experiences, when openness felt unsafe and self-control became survival. Over time, that control transformed into power. If you chose this dog, you possess an exceptional inner radar. You sense dishonesty instantly. Words don't fool you. Masks don't last long around you. You read intention between the lines, in pauses, in tone, in what is not said. Your intuition is precise, not soft, not vague, exact. You value boundaries. You value truth. You value respect. And you do not tolerate manipulation. The Doberman also symbolizes self-sufficiency. You are used to standing on your own. Asking for help may feel unnatural, even uncomfortable. You believe that strength means handling things yourself, and most of the time, you can. But inside this discipline, there may be fatigue. Not from weakness, from constant vigilance. You want power without tension, confidence without hardness, control without constant defense. The Doberman appears when a deep transformation is underway. Something inside you has matured. Old roles no longer fit. Old dynamics no longer work. You are no longer willing to accept disrespect, emotional games, or half-truths. You are learning to wake up, know, where you once stayed silent, to step back where you once endured, to choose integrity over attachment. This archetype is also connected to magnetism. People feel your presence, even when you are quiet. There is depth in you that cannot be ignored. Some are drawn to it. Some are unsettled by it. But no one is indifferent. You are becoming more whole. Your shadow is no longer something to hide. It is becoming your resource. Your clarity, your boundaries, your ability to see truth are leading you into a phase of mature authority over your own life. Not domination, not control over others, control over yourself. The essence of this choice is powerful and simple. You are a person of depth, discipline, and inner sovereignty. You are entering a phase where your strength becomes conscious, flexible, and fully yours. And now, having chosen your dog, You did not truly choose an animal. You recognized a part of yourself. Now that you have made your choice, something important has already happened. You didn't just look at a dog. You recognized an inner state, a living energy that is guiding you right now. Each image you encountered was not random. Each was a mirror. The husky spoke of freedom, movement, and the call of your true path. The golden retriever reflected warmth, kindness, emotional healing, and the strength of the heart. The German shepherd revealed inner order, responsibility, calm authority, and protective stability. The black doberman embodied depth, self-mastery, shadow integration, and inner sovereignty. No choice was better than another. Each archetype represents a different form of strength. What matters most is this: your choice was instantaneous and honest. That instant response came not from the mind, but from the deeper layer of awareness, the place where truth lives before explanation. It shows what is active inside you now, not who you've been, not who you're supposed to be, but who you are becoming. Look at your chosen image one more time. Notice how it feels. Not what it means, but what it awakens. Ask yourself quietly, why did this image speak to me? What part of me recognized itself? What does this energy want me to remember, protect, or change? Sometimes we understand ourselves better through symbols than through language. Sometimes a single intuitive choice reveals what months of thinking could not. Let this image become your compass. Not loud, not demanding, but precise. A reminder of your inner truth when doubt appears. A symbol you can return to when you feel lost, tired, or uncertain. And remember this: you are not where you are by accident. You are not feeling what you feel without reason. Your inner state is guiding you, even when the path is not yet clear. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel, not analyze. For choosing with intuition, not fear. The dog you chose lives within you, as energy, as strength, as direction, and it will continue to guide you forward.